Hey, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a journal with me in this mini altered book. I haven't actually picked this up in a little while and I loved creating in it when I did, so I decided I wanted to do some collaging in it. And when I sat down with it and opened up to kind of like the next page, because I'm working in this one just front to back, I found that there was a page where I'd clearly started something and then just forgotten about it. I don't even remember gluing these little bits of collage in, and so I kind of took it as a little bit of a prompt from past me to carry on with this page and continue working on the collage. So the first thing I did was to just go through some of my papers and pick out some things that I might want to use. So I recently picked up these little storage boxes. They are from The Range if you're in the UK, and I've been searching for something to keep my papers in for ages. I have tried all manner of boxes, and I had an accordion folder, one of those plastic ones, which seemed like a great idea because I could section out the papers by like colour or theme or whatever. But then I ended up putting so much into it that it just became a little bit unwieldy, and so I decided that I needed to have something that would keep things flat and that I would be able to sort by sizes. So I picked up a couple of these. This is the A5 box, and then I also have an A4 one as well for some larger pieces of paper. And to be honest, they even had 12 by 12 and smaller ones like A6, which I might go back for just the really tiny smaller scraps that I have sometimes. But what I decided to do was just sort of tip that out and start looking through some of the papers that I had sifted through in there. And I'm not really looking for anything in particular. I'm just looking for colours and patterns that I like and that I think go together. So you won't see me use everything that I've just picked out there for this page, but it's just a way that I find is easiest to get started, is to just pick a small selection of papers and then to work from there. And that way then your page can be a lot more cohesive because you're working from almost like a little bit of a palette with the collaging that you're doing. So these are some faux washi tape kind of strips that I had previously made, and I'd clearly not used them all up. And seeing these even really inspired me because I really want to create some more of these. I just need to get some vellum and create some strips of those. So I don't know if you'd like to see a video of me making those. I think I did one previously. There's a tutorial. It's Rachel at Roxy Creations who originally did it, but I did a video sort of making some like neutral toned ones, and they're really fun to do, especially if you're trying to do a bit of scrap busting. So yeah, seeing those kind of inspired me to want to make some more of those, and I'm just going ahead and making a little bit of a collage background. So I'd started there previously in the middle, so I just decided to work out from what was already on the page. So rather than covering it, I wanted to continue on with the composition that I already had. And what I ended up doing was not covering the entirety of this page because I really like the effect of when you can see peeking through parts of the original background, especially with it being an altered book. So that's all I'm doing when I'm adding my collage, is doing a bit of sort of overlapping and layering of the different elements, but also not covering every square inch of the page as well. I also found some stamps that I didn't know I had. There was this beautiful butterfly, and I felt that the colours kind of went with the greens and the browns on the page, so I decided to just include that as a collage element of its own. And what I ended up doing was adding lots and lots of different washi tapes. I almost used these as a little bit of collage in and of themselves. So I used some different patterns here. So this tape here, for example, is one by MT, I believe is the brand. And I was just going through and picking out ones that either had a bit of a complementary pattern or had colours that were also in this page. So for example, this dainty little floral one had some pinks and some greens in it as well, but then also ones like this skinny black and white one that had some cursive lettering on it. I think it just says love or something, but I used it almost as a bit of a decorative element on the page. And then also coming in with this green grid that I got from Note and Wish, and I'm really loving pink and green at the moment, especially like sage green and the really dusky pinks as well. I think they just work really nicely together, so that's what I'm doing here, is just building up a mixture of patterns and colours with the washi tapes to add some interest to the page. I really love how this page turned out, especially because I was able to finish something that I had previously started. So I hope this video gives you a little bit of inspiration to finish off some unfinished journal pages that maybe you have in some of your journals. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!